But when they got beef and shit like that, don't you hate it when they try to like make you choose a side where you know both sides from the beginning? Like,
Yeah,
I hate that.
that be the hard part when I'm forced to pick a side when I don't really have a side. I'm a grown man. I'm an adult, and I've been taught to deal with my issues personally and not to include anyone
Mm.
and not to involve anyone, but to handle my business if it's my business that need to be handled. But you know, this world that we live in, everybody has an opinion, and everybody's got a phone, and everybody can text, and they can say what they feel, and go back to hiding. So a lot of times it just be a bunch of people just throwing shit out there that I don't pay attention to.
Mm.
I like trying to end they shit, like bringing them together. Like, what is the real issue? If it's violence and murder and shit involved, I can't get involved.
Mm.
But if it's conversation and words, and it's really like they really personally don't hate each other, then I try my best to bring them together, because that's what I'm here for.
And they're young too, so you were young. When you're young, you wilding out. You're not trying to listen to nobody.
And the dumbest shit I did as a youngster was diss Eazy-E,
Mm.
right?
Wow.
Because I was such a fan of Eazy-E. I loved Eazy-E. He was the greatest motherfucker that came out the West Coast. He showed us how to do this shit. And I was so young and dumb, I'm believing that Dr. Dre's beef with them is personal when it was business.
Mm.
So I made it personal. And then we took it into the streets and we kept going on. So it's like, I understand when you young and you dumb and you do stupid shit. I used to be him. I get it. But I've outgrown that person to become a grown man to understand that I'm trying to live. And if it's a conversation away from confrontation, then I'm trying to have that.
Yeah, I respect the way you handled like the Kendrick stuff. When he talked about you on one of the bars and stuff, but you already knew what was going on. He's a young kid. When you see West Coast, West Coast, I guess they treat it like hands down loyalty has to be number one, regardless of what's going on in the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You have to choose West.
That's how we was raised, and it's
Yeah.
like that based off of the cities that we come from. Our cities raised us to be hard like that, to represent our cities. And then once it becomes the city thing, then it becomes the coast thing, because we are on one coast and we all love each other. And sometimes it's just family disputes or spats that happen within a family that could be handled within the family. It's just don't allow the outside forces to come in. That's what I never do. We got to be teachers too. We can't just get to this point and just think about self. We got to think about the generation coming behind us. When I think about KRS-One
Mm.
as a young MC, listening to him rap, he was a teacher. He was teaching us. He was giving us information. Think about Brother J from the X-Clan. He was giving us information. Chuck D, information. Certain MCs was giving us information. Ice Cube, information. And it's our job to do the same thing, give information to the young generation.